everybody does something a little different in gaming. Whether it's collecting, playing the games, sharing resources, education, I think it really comes back to community.
The event is wonderfully tuned to involve all of people, so kids, parents, everybody has fun here.
Gaming is a thing that can be kind of isolating in and of itself. This is sort of a celebration of old school community gaming where you have to be physically in the place to play it with another person. Old games that you used to play, old games that are hard to find, whether you're sharing an arcade cabinet, playing something split screen, you get an opportunity to get their hands on them, get the experience, maybe show it to a younger generation that have never seen them before.
It's definitely nice to see these retro games that a lot of people like my parents grew up on and I grew up on playing.
Everyone comes from such a different spot, and yet they can come and bring that part of themselves and meet people who also have that sort of interest, and you automatically have this connection point.
You can feel it when you're here. It's super exciting. Everybody's having a great time.
No matter how many new games come out, the old simple ones are the ones that bring us together to huddle around the TV and play.
Being able to be near humans has been pretty important for me,
Yeah.
It's something that we've lacked over the last 3 years.
To be able to come back under one roof with so many different types of people from so many different backgrounds, it's really neat.
Everyone standing together, having to talk to each other, leaving your house because maybe you've just been staying inside playing video games alone all day, because you are meeting so many different people, and it's really important to be able to listen, to find the ways that people communicate best with each other. Community is the #1 thing. I harp on it all the time. All weekend I've been talking community, 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 friendship, friendship, friendship.
Just the people coming here and the atmosphere is really warm and welcoming. Bumping into people or two, but everyone's like, oh hey, it's all good. So people are just overall really nice here and supportive.
To be able to see a bunch of people from my community and make new friends is a great opportunity for me.
It's really the people around it that keep you coming back.
The camaraderie between everybody is amazing. I think it really shows that the people that put on this show love what they do. They love video games. They love preserving the history of video games. And people just feed off that when they're here. You can feel it when you're here.
There are many reasons why games are important.
Not only do they help with the cognitive function of your brain, hand-eye coordination, memory, that you can also play with them with friends.
They give a lot of people a community to be a part of.
What I think tying in sort of the human interaction with gaming culture and what makes it special for me is how I think gaming has evolved since I was a kid. You know, there really was no internet, no going on YouTube for like guides. You have to like write down your strategies and like pass it like the kid next door to the class, right? And then your older brother would basically be like, hey, give me all your secrets, I need to beat this level. At least that's how it was for me. But now I have streamers and people I follow and my students, you know, they kind of school me on like, yeah man, like I just like spit on Reddit and I know how to beat this Elden Ring boss. Okay. You know, it's like a whole new level of things, whereas back in the day you were by yourself mostly.
You find friends instantly.
There's so many ways that gaming helps us stay interconnected. Now I can connect with friends that I have in Washington, outside of the US.
I get to meet a lot of new friends and get to find out that actually, hey, oh, you live in Seattle, we live in Portland.
Hey, I know this really cool person from Chicago and I want to play with them. So now the whole like national community, we're all friends with each other, we hang out online.
And so if you meet a group of people that's into a certain game you like, there's a good chance that you'll be able to connect in some other form, or they'll be able to introduce you to some other thing that, you know, relates to the thing you all love.
I just think that it really provides the community kind of a base to kind of relax and connect and have fun.
To be an adult now in this space and just see the kind of things that are going on, the representation is so much more heightened.
It's really heartwarming to see how many people of all ages, of all backgrounds are into this singular hobby that in and of itself has so much variety.
There's a long history of being exclusionary.
Like many entertainment industries, there's a long way to go, and it doesn't necessarily have a great track record or a great history. I think generally as we see gaming become part of larger culture, which it has continued to do, we'll see that inclusion happen.
I think that making strides in that direction is really important to keep this community alive and diverse and interesting.
I think that it's really important to evolve in a more inclusive world, and I think that to kind of get this notoriety and, you know, have it be popular just kind of shows how inclusive and how widespreading it reaches, with young kids to adults and everybody in between.
Preservation just kind of involves not just keeping the old games alive, but also making sure other people are aware of them and playing them.